Hello, konnichiwa. This is Setsuna, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die Death Game by Majority, Chapter 2, Final Attraction. So, in the last video, we're slowly getting closer to the truth. We discovered that there is a fake Reko, the one with the broken hand, or not broken hand, but scuffed up hand, bloody hand, is the real Reko. And so now we just have to figure out what to do with the information that we got. Alright, so I believe at this point we have to talk to So. Someone could only have taken Reko's place when she was alone. Was there such a time? I imagine Reko would have been alone when it was bedtime, but like Kana said earlier, Reko was wary even in her own room. Her clothes are important. So the question is, if she was ever alone while up and about. Hey, Miss Sara, do you have any ideas? If I can prove Reko was ever alone for even the slightest moment. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna extract. I'm just gonna see what everyone else has to say. I don't think anyone else talks about something that would lead to Reko being alone. And there's another big problem. What's the real identity of the fake? Yeah, that's not relevant. In hindsight, we know that it's just a doll. If this Reko is a fake, when are you saying she was switched with the real Reko? Yeah. So that would go with So's, but I don't know, that might be a versus. That there is a real Reko. If she were a fake wearing a disguise, I, her brother, would know. Well, it's not technically a fake. There's no time to hesitate. We can't save Gina unless we drop the fake there. Now, are you trying to frame me? Well, I guess you could see it that way. Anyways, I'm sure we used the Web of Happiness on So because when we went into the Web of when we went to get the Web of Happiness was when Reko was all by herself. This is it. This Web of Happiness that broke apart earlier. I got this when I went with Reko into the Room of Lies. That's right, I remember. As soon as I took the Web of Happiness, the lights went out. The way that's phrased, I'm sure this isn't actually true, but what if Sara never took the Web of Happiness? If they had just left that web there and only taken the tokens, I wonder if like someone would have still gotten switched. Not that it's an option, but you know. Wow! I heard Reko scream. And when I left the room, I was only holding Reko's glove. For just a short time, Reko was by herself in the Room of Lies. And the Reko that left the room was still wearing gloves on both hands. That's right. At the time she left the Room of Lies, Reko had already been replaced. Sada? The lie in the Room of Lies wasn't just the Web of Happiness. The kidnappers devised it as a trap that would send out a fake to confuse us. I get it. Then there was more to that room than just putting a dummy item. They put a real dummy. Say, Reko, shouldn't you give up soon? Or you don't mean to deny Miss Sara, do you? No, Reko, disprove her, please. You're wrong. I'm not a fake. Ain't there still a huge problem? If you're saying I'm a fake, then who am I, really? Oh. There's the 9 of us here, and even Ranger and Cephalon. If someone took someone else's place, there'd had to be fewer people, right? True. Ranger, please tell us, is there any person on this floor we haven't met yet? Got no obligation to tell y'all that. There is not. Oh, now Cephalon's going against Ranger. No human you haven't met will be making an appearance here. It can't be. Oh, I guess that also includes Kashu, since we've already technically met him. Get it now? If nobody could take my place, then there's no way there's a fake. That can't be right. We're just steps away. but I don't know who this fake really is. Sara Chidoin, cease your doubting. Alice. It's not as if I believe her own brother could mistake her either. But no, wait, sure enough. Am I uncertain that maybe I've had a huge misunderstanding? Losing trust in even yourself in the trust barter game. Keiji is bewildered too. If their identity is a person Kana and everyone has already met, then you don't mean it's one of the victims? Ridiculous. But if we worry over this anymore, Gin will... We need to drop the fake. Now, if I'm a fake, Sara could be a fake too, you know. Eh? Didn't she say it earlier? Me and Sara went into the room of lies together. Only I was replaced with a fake? How can you say that for sure now? I mean... Oh, it's the ultimate, like, mystery that Now has to deal with. And we're really cornering Now. I mean, she's literally on a corner of the platform. Now, don't give in to her arguments. Sara, you've chosen Gin over me? God, I can't believe this. I trusted you. Oh, don't be fooled now. Sara's trying to trick you so the two of you can push me down. Oh. You aren't Reko. You're a fake. Don't be absurd. That's the real Reko. Now, please. It's riding on you. The fake is appealing to Now to protect herself. In that case, we have to have a fair and square discussion. Reko, let's talk one-on-one. Oh yeah, let's face off. Sara, I challenge you. If I'm mistaken, cut me down with the blade of logic. Let's do it, Sara. I'll open up your clouded eyes. I love this too because this is one of the only moments, I think this might be the only instance where Sara has this one-on-one word battle against a female character. Like all the other times we've done it with Keiji, we've done it with Q-Taro, we've done it with So, we've had other like versus battles with Keiji and So and Q-Taro and Gin. I think this is the only instance where there's been a female character. I think. Unless there was one with Now earlier. This person is a fake. I've been with Alice ever since I was born, so whatever Alice says about me can be believed. He's my brother, of course he'd see through a fake. No, you must have been apart for at least as long as Alice has been in prison. That's only 2.5 years. That's plenty of time for a person's thoughts and personality to change. And yet Alice keeps saying you're no different. It's simply him who's convinced of that. Oh. Gah. I went with Sara into the room of lies. We split up the stuff inside among us equally. If I'm a fake, Sara could be too. I mean, that's true, the first and last line are true, but was it really equal? You took most of the clear chips we got in the room of lies, Reko. And after that, did you really share the clear chips with anyone else? Well... Oh, that greed isn't like the real Reko. Gah. The monitor thing ain't important. That's right, I was sleepy, so my memory's just fuzzy. Hell, maybe I did break it. I wonder... oh, well, I guess the last one would be wrong. Because, yeah, then the lack of wound on your hand is bizarre. Now saw her hand with a large fragment stuck in it. It'd be a scar, yeah? It's not noticeable, but it's there. Where, exactly? You had perfectly smooth skin. Gah. You're all being tricked by Ranger's word games. He hasn't said a word about me being a fake. Even if he can't lie, he can still keep quiet. That may be true, but he isn't saying you're real either. That's because if he did, you guys wouldn't be scrambling. Has he ever given us a hint out of the kindness of his heart? I mean... Oh, whoops. That damn ranger wants us to be anxious, doubt each other, and die. Don't trust him. I can't talk back. Listen, even if we say somebody we haven't met has replaced me as a faker, ain't that a contradiction in itself? No humans we haven't met will make an appearance. The 9 of us ranger has fallen. Ain't that everybody? What, you think the dead Kai or Mishima is dressing up as me? Oh, it's nice of her to not mention Joe in this moment. Oh, and the timer is gone, I noticed. I'm not actually sure, but well, let's go with the first one. No, without there being someone we haven't met, the numbers don't line up. It's as simple as that. If the numbers don't line up, that's because there's no fake after all. But that's not necessarily... How can you consider anything else? Besides, you heard Keiji telling us that Ranger and Fallen can't lie. Oops. Whoopsie. Enough. It's useless to discuss any more of this. Are you trying to run away? No. But no matter how much we talk, you can't clearly tell me who this fake or whatever really is. Come on, say it already. Who am I? No humans we haven't met will appear. Humans? Why did she say humans? Don't tell me you're trying to say I'm not human? Not human? It's an unthinkable, absurd idea, but something's lodged itself in my head. I am an AI program of Kazumi Mishima. The AIs are basically super detailed reproductions based on y'all, the participants. In fact, they're AIs with hearts, possessing superb emotional capabilities. One of the purposes these dolls were made for is as mental relief. Allow me to show you a wonderful function that will make you feel even closer to this doll. If you could combine an artificial intelligence with a doll, you could create a completely perfect fake. Huh? Sara, settle down. Do you know what you're saying? I was always wondering, why did something like an AI of Professor Mishima even exist? Why were there dolls made to recreate us in such perfect detail? Maybe this facility, the Kidnappers organization, is making doll copies of humans. Oh yeah, yay! What? You've lost your marbles, Sara. A doll that looks just like Reko, and an AI that recreates Reko's personality. The result of combining those two things is an imposter Reko. Are you being serious, Sara Chidoin? I am. That's how she could fool even her own brother. She's not someone else impersonating her. She's a duplicate. Your claims are an utter mess. Guys, Sara's lost her cool. We should drop this whole thing. Everyone. Eyes full of doubt. Despairing looks. And this is, one of those moments where Sara really puts the pressure on one character, like interrogates Reko and is essentially putting all of the blame onto her, is sending Reko down to her inevitable doom. Such was the reaction to my shaky conclusion. Me, the one who was entrusted our hopes. No dice, huh? I wasn't able to persuade everyone. Gin, I couldn't save you. Now, that's interesting. It's a bold idea. The kind of absurd conclusions only you could come to, Sara. I'll take your word for it. I'm on board with this. Keiji! Mr. Policeman's ever your ally, Sara. Sheesh, nothing for it. I can't think of any other way to break the deadlock. Listen, Gin's at his limit. This is the end. We have to decide. Aw, so Zari's looking out for the young ones. Sara, Give us some proof that Reko's a doll with an artificial intelligence. Oh, final showdown. I'll sum it up simply. The Reko who broke Mishima's monitor was real. And, in the room of lies, the real and the fake Reko got swapped. So, this Reko here is a fake, and you infer she's actually a doll copy. But she won't recognize it.
It's true. Professor Mishima's AI was perfect. I could imagine it was a real professor there.
Yeah, and maybe the reason why they added Professor Mishima AI, like the reason his AI was the one that started up, whether that was Ranger doing it, which I guess it's implied because the phone says that, but that could also be seen as a way that the kidnappers were trying to push Nao over the edge. As we know from later on, Gashu wants Nao dead, since Nao's the only other non-candidate that survived this far. So maybe like starting up the Mishima AI was also a way to hopefully get Nao to go crazy more and to like lose her mind, give into the hallucinations, things like that, and possibly cause her to do some bad things, especially with the Mishima AI being broken. Maybe the kidnappers were hoping that she would freak out more or become more depressed, and therefore lead to her death, but they didn't realize that Nao was a lot stronger than that. Same way we'll see later on with the Mishima monitor reappearing in her room. That could also be seen as a way that the kidnappers wanted everyone else to doubt Nao because of her actions if she actually did go with what the evil Mishima AI wanted of bringing the laptop and having it destroyed. Same with the chip. As a way for all the other participants to then doubt Nao more and try to get her killed in the main game. I don't know, I just thought of that, like how Gashu keeps on trying to get Nao to be killed, and in the end he had to cheat by forcefully giving Nao the sacrifice. Anyways, back to the issue at hand.
It's true, Professor Mishima's AI was perfect.
Perfectly replicating a human is impossible. There absolutely must be a difference somewhere. I'll prove that I'm a human, alright? What do you want? I'll do anything.
Why didn't the AI of Mishima have any memory of us, I wonder?
Naturally, the personalities of the AIs are based on real people's, right? Real humans change in personality and gain memories. The AIs should need updating too. Oh, another instance of the full roster, all of the characters speaking up about their opinions. Okay, well, I think it is time we deal the final blow. I'll prove that I'm human, alright? What do you want? I'll do anything. Tell me something a machine or doll definitely couldn't do. And I'll do it with ease. I'll open your eyes, Sada. Understood. Let me make a request. Question about her brother, ask about memories. Have her sing a song. I want you to sing a song. A song? Okay, got it. Singing is my life, so open those ears. Her song echoes through the room. It's a song full of feeling that makes your body tremble when heard up close. In it, I sensed a certain feeling. I want you to believe in me. Oh, how's that? This is a big hit I played at concerts. Samurai Onna. I've never heard a song from Reko's band, so I can't compare her singing with the real deal. Even so, could a doll perform vocals so full of emotion? Alright, as much as I would love to speak with everyone else, I think that we should leave this as the perfect run. However, I think we will save the final climax of this final attraction for the next video. I know it's kind of a bad part to end off, but there's a lot that happens, so I'd like to save that for its own video. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you. And I hope to see you all in the next video, where we will finally prove that this Reko is a fake, and we will save Gin. I'll see you all then. Bye!